Hello, my dear friends. Welcome back to English Flow Podcast Official. I'm really happy you are here with me today. Before we begin, just take a small pause. Take a deep breath, relax your shoulders, and just listen. This is your time to learn English slowly, clearly, and without pressure. Today, we are going to talk about something simple, something everyone has, your weekend. Yes, your weekend is one of the easiest and most natural topics to talk about in English. When you meet someone, when you talk to a friend, when you start a conversation, people often ask, "How was your weekend?" So today, I will help you speak about your weekend in a simple, natural, and confident way. Let's imagine this together. You are talking to a friend, and they ask you, "How was your weekend?" You don't need difficult English. You can simply say, "My weekend was good. My weekend was busy. My weekend was very relaxing." Simple but powerful. Now let's go deeper. Let me tell you about a weekend and you can learn how to describe yours. I think my weekend was a mix of both, busy and relaxing. This is a very natural sentence. You are not choosing only one word. You are explaining your feeling clearly. Now let's talk about Saturday. In the morning, I went to the market. Very simple structure. I went to. You can use this for many things. I went to the park. I went to a cafe. I went to the mall. Then you can add details. The place was very crowded. Crowded means many people. Then maybe you say, "After that, I went to a small cafe." Now you are connecting your story. After that, then, later. These small words make your English sound natural. Now you can describe your food. I had a sandwich. Or, a little better, I had a delicious sandwich. Just one extra word and your English becomes more expressive. Now let's move to another part of the day. In the afternoon, I stayed at home and watched a series. Very common, very real. You can also say, "I watched a movie." "I listened to music." "I took some rest." Now here comes something important. Real English includes feelings. You can say, "I was a little tired." "I felt relaxed." "I was very happy." Don't just tell actions, tell feelings too. Now let's talk about Sunday. Sunday was more relaxing. You can say, "I stayed at home." "I spent time with my family." "I went for a walk." These are very common sentences. Now let's make it more interesting. "I had lunch with my family." And then, "It was very fun. Everyone was talking and laughing." This is how you make your story alive. You can also add something funny. Maybe something unexpected happened. Maybe someone said something funny. Because stories make your English more engaging. Now let's talk about a calm Sunday. In the afternoon, I read a book, or I watched something on TV, or I just rested. And that is completely okay. Sometimes doing nothing is also a good weekend. Now let's add one more important part. Planning. I spent some time planning my week. This is very useful English. You can say, I made a plan for Monday. I wrote my tasks. I organized my schedule. Simple but practical. Now let's do a small speaking practice. Listen and repeat in your mind. My weekend was relaxing. I went to a cafe. I had a delicious meal. I spent time with my family. I watched a series. I felt happy. Very good. You are doing great. Now remember something important. You don't need perfect English. You don't need long sentences. You just need to speak. Use simple words, simple sentences, and real feelings. That's how real communication works. Now I want you to do something. Think about your last weekend. Ask yourself, where did I go? What did I do? How did I feel? And try to say it in English. Even 3 or 4 sentences are enough, because practice is the key. The more you speak, the more confident you become. The more you repeat, the more natural it feels, and slowly your English starts to flow. Before we finish, let me give you a small tip. When you speak English, don't try to be perfect. Try to be clear. Clear English is powerful. Simple English is beautiful. And confidence comes from practice, not perfection. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep flowing with English. I'll see you in the next episode.